Can I talk to you for a moment, Igor?
How you doing, Olga? Everything all right?
You keep mentioning this girl, Tatiana. Despite NAR, the lurkers, ChernovyLIFE, and everything else happening in the zone, you somehow managed to stay laser-focused on her.
Tatiana is the reason I'm here.
I admire your dedication, but at the same time, it worries me.
Why?
Últimos
There's
preparativos.
a lot at stake here. We think we have an idea what NAR is up to, but what if we've only scratched the surface? What if their plans go beyond the zone, to encompass the whole world?
That sounds just a bit far-fetched.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong. What if the only way to stop them is razing everything to the ground and killing everyone? I mean, everyone.
That's not going to happen. I'll find a way.
I hope you do, Igor. I really hope so.
Buenas palabras para el final, Olga. Ya tengo todo listo, solo falta hablar con tu personaje favorito y pues a dormir. No tomo.
I just remembered something, Mousy.
What is it? More rat stories or history lessons?
A cautionary tale. A wise Mousy can always find a tasty bit of cheese, if he's smart. But take care that the cheese isn't poisoned or sitting in a trap. You never know what you might find.
What are you talking about?
Ozesk, 1957. Kapow! Evil rats were stirring the pot, trying to stick their ugly little snouts where they shouldn't.
Yes, I remember reading about that. It was a chemical explosion, right? Huge quantities of cesium-137 and strontium-90 were released into the atmosphere. Wasn't that classified?
While you were reading about it, my mother had to live through it. The placid Tekka River, so beautiful this time of the year. But after the boom, so poisonous.
Yes, one of many regrettable failures.
No, Mousy. What you call failure, I call a deliberate plan of the Rat King. He lured the silly little mouses with a chunk of smelly yet delicious cheese. But it was poison. And the cheese you are looking for may be poisoned as well, even if it looks delicious. So be very careful, little mouse. Whenever you sense these machinations in the shadows, you can be sure that the Rat King has a part in it.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks.
How are things,
Sabias palabras. Sí, vamos a dormir y a terminar con esto de una vez. ¿En serio voy a terminar finalmente este juego después de tanto tiempo? Sí, entre marihuanos se entienden. Ay, qué nervios. Pero antes, un ligero repaso. Finalmente descubriré la verdad. Si al final todo esto es real. Si mi mujer no solo fue un sueño. Si no solo fue... Oye, le puedo ver el trasero. Si no fue un espía todo este tiempo y se juntó conmigo solo para cautivarme y robar secretos del gobierno. Ay, Tatiana, ¿qué te han hecho? Pero lo descubriremos finalmente. Lo veremos. Estoy listo.
Hello, Mousy. Ready to continue our great work?
Por supuesto.
Why are we still hanging around here? Let's head out.
Ahora mismo.
What's the plan, Kimyu?
Ahora se los diré.
All right, Igor, what's next?
Llegó el momento.
So, what's the fucking plan, man?
Ahora se los diré. Ya que no hay nada más que hacer. Llegó el momento. El asalto, pues. El plan que esboza todos los pasos necesarios para acceder a la central nuclear y rescatar a Tatiana es el objetivo final. Para que salga bien, tengo que prepararme a la perfección. Tengo los 5 herramientas conseguidas, 5 investigaciones realizadas, todo está listo. Pobre Anton, que murió hace mucho tiempo. Lanzar el asalto.
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatiana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tatiana and her baby were 2 of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tatiana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tatiana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with Chernobylite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
NAR wants to create a permanent wormhole to the Chernobylite world and get to its source. Tatiana's abilities are needed to support the space-time bridge. It's hard to know what happens if they succeed. But what they're doing is unbelievably risky. They could unleash something horrific on this world, or become unstoppable themselves. But we're never going to know the outcome. Because we're going to stop them.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a job. Do we have the right tools for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
One organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in. And besides, this is personal for me. Count me in.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
I started out doing this for a paycheck. But I'm going to end it for my brother in arms. For Anton.
For Anton.
Let's do this.
Whatever it takes to protect my people and drive NAR out, I'm on board.
You think I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part? Fuck no. I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
Vaya, yo tengo que escoger quién va. No elegir a nadie. No puedo confiar en nadie. Será Oliver por su pasado militar.
All right, we still have one more uniform. Any takers? NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
Por tus misiones te creo mucho.
Cat, but I know enough. As long as we don't get into serious stuff, I should do fine.
Pues la verdad, básica. Rodman tiene toda la razón. Por todas las pruebas que me ha hecho, siempre he visto que tiene un montón de ordenadores y todo eso, y pues puedo encargarme esto yo mismo, la electrónica básica. Además, puede que no necesitemos un hacker después de todo. Pero no.
I need someone to cover our asses in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand, but I can manage.
What's there to consider? I'm your gal, Igor.
Un fusilero manco. No es lo ideal, pero su experiencia bélica servirá para algo. Manco, puta. Ha sufrido muchos tiroteos entre bandas. Debería elegirlo. Es absurdo discutir. Olga es la mejor opción de nuestro equipo. Pues sí.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy. I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
Pues Miquel ha pasado mucho tiempo luchando con esa gente. Hasta me sorprende que Oliver no dijera nada, pero... Dirás tú, Miquel.
Does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
Bien. Quiero pensar que elegí lo mejor. Confirme. ¡Rendirte! Es tiempo de acción.
This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
Suena tanto como tú ahorita. Puta, está la canción.
This is it. Today's the day. Whatever happens.
Vamos, vamos.
Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort on?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems? Bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
Spy check. How are my eyes and ears?
Eyes are bright and my ears are wide open. I got the plans and codes up and I could hear those boring fuckers chatter like they were sitting in my lap. No worries, Igor. With me on your side, this'll be like walking to the grocery store.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor, and I feel good. This is just like my hunting days. I could shoot the fly off your lapel.
Chesco, Oliver, llegó la hora.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the silencer, I should be able to keep my position. It's your call, Igor.
Better use the side passage for now. You can always kill them on your way out. Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
Iré como prisionero.
Showtime. This better work.
Seguiremos el plan. Espera un momento. 58, sí. Tranquila, solo estaba... Aquí, a ver qué dijiste. Sí, exacto. Ya aprendí mis errores. Y no te preocupes, solo es para... luego hacerlo otra vez y usar otros tipos de decisiones. Para ver otros esos.
Stand down, Private, and clear the way. I'm escorting this stalker to his interrogation.
Yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
I can't get a line of sight on all of them. Maybe I should target those fuel tanks on the far side of the gates. That'll keep them distracted long enough for you to slip past. But if we do that, I'll have to fall back from this position.
Those NAR security systems can be broken by someone with enough know-how. Those IT wankers probably spent their upgrade budget on Pornhub premium content. Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Qué difícil decisión. Roman.
I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us.
Sí, pero Oliver, como bien dijo, tendrá que convencerlos de que son aliados.
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet. Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Ya lo pensaremos.
Keep your head down, Igor. There's a fucking sniper on the building above you.
Stop yelling! How do you know?
Picked it up on the radio. They haven't made you yet, but if you trigger the alarm, they'll come down on you like a swarm of Katyushas.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
Well, you put that guy on the platform to sleep, and you can make as much noise as you want.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine.
Fue 4 decisiones. Ay, qué difícil. Chasco. Pues.
Charges armed. Stay back.
Espere, jefe Franco, y no nos haya visto.
We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. From there, the way to the Ark should be easy.
A ver, ¿cuántos espacios llevo de 58? Llevo 3, está bien.
What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go there in person, which would almost certainly compromise my position. I'll be out of the game after that.
Posibilidad para mandar a morir a Olga. Pero no, que se encargue el hacker.
I like your thinking.
Today, the darkness is our friend, Mousy. You're completely now safe.
Sin riesgos. ¿Y cómo le dice Olga? Sería el fin del juego para mí si lo hago. Entonces quiere decir que si tomo una mala decisión, mis compañeros pueden morir. Ahora es cuando mi mentalidad de estratega tiene que salir a flote al 100%. No pensé que haría esto en este juego. Pero realmente ya sé que será un honor acabarlo de esta forma. Pero ¿dónde están mis compañeros? Hey, soy prisionero, no me tienen que dejar solo. Dios, ¿hasta dónde llega esto? Hey, ¿por qué me dejaron tan atrás?
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Step very fucking lightly now, Igor. The place is swarming with those cocksuckers. NAR's beefed up security around ARC for some reason. Either they're preparing for something, or you're walking straight into a goddamn trap.
Maldición.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Don't be a fool, Igor. Let me take care of it. If I can take them all down silently, they'll be dead before they know what hit them.
We have to convince NAR that we're their contractors. That's our ticket inside.
Pero la verdad, me gusta tu idea, Oliver. Pero somos 3 y me van a reconocer a mí fácilmente. Es una muy mala idea. Pero llegó el momento de que Olga demuestre sus habilidades.
All right, Olga. Do it.
Wise choice, Professor. One shot, one kill. No luck, just skill.
No viene mal un poco de munición. ¿Cuántos mataste? Demonios, Olga. ¿Te bajaste a 5? Puta. Mierda, cámaras. Ahora sí creo que sabrán que estamos aquí. Maldita sea.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I can help, Igor. You don't need sniper cover at this point anyway. I'll come closer and see if I can stir up some trouble and get the scientists to evacuate. Then I'll clear the area if necessary.
The Brainiacs have their own dedicated comms. I can put my fabulous acting skills to work and tell them to fuck off, but it's a two-man job.
The great Ratcatcher has smiled upon you today. I can help.
They're not soldiers. They won't buy our fairy tale. If we don't come up with something convincing, they'll sound the alarm the moment they see us.
Fuera luces.
Olga. Do it.
Radio silence for now. Trust me, you'll know if I succeed.
De todas maneras, aquí iba a saber yo que habían cámaras.
I know where I am, Igor. I need to run. You're on your own.
Thanks for your help. Be careful.
Espero yo que la sepa cuidarse sola.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop.
The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
Wait, Igor. Remember the map you borrowed from that fucker Semenov? It shows another way in. Guess it was worth it in the end, huh?
Your plan sounds reasonable, Mikhail. Do it.
The doors are behind you, Igor. Cut through the crap on the other side, and you'll find a nice, fat ventilation duct. Climb up in there, and it'll take you straight to the Ark.
Vamos, vamos. Puta.
Are you seeing those creatures? I hope the bars hold. I might be able to open the gate from this panel, but there's a chance I'll release the things in those cages as well.
So this is the heart of darkness. Just as menacing as I imagined it to be. I will gladly burn it all to the ground. The NAR will track me down afterwards, but I don't care. I have reached my destination, Igor.
This place is one big fucking trap and totally off grid. The only way to open it from where you are is to crash the whole system. Unless you have some explosives. The Ark is just outside.
Si lo hago, voy a entrar en pelea. Pero Ratman dice que quiere hacerlo. Sabrán dónde está él, pero no le importa. Bien. Si tanto quieres hacerlo así, pues...
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Behold, Mousy. In a brief moment, everything will shut down and the door open to you. This has been the adventure of a lifetime. Thank you, Igor. Now you must face the Rat King's ultimate secret alone.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Ahora somos dos menos.
Mousy! Igor! The rats found me. I tried to fight them off, but there were so many.
Tarakan!
What's going on? The priority is to protect the world.
Damn!
No.
Looks like we'll have to fight our
The
way
great
out.
rat catcher is calling me. It's all up to you now, my boy. Don't waste your chance.
Tarakan? Tarakan! Oh my god!
Maldición.
These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
Oh no, this sucks big time balls. I wish we had someone inside who could get those assholes to look the other way.
There's no other
No hay más
choice.
remedio, hay que luchar. Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Spotted. Engage at will.
There's blood on your hands, Igor. You didn't prepare well enough. Your companion's demise is on you alone, Igor. This could have been prevented if you'd have prepared better.
No dejaré que otro muera.
Olivier!
¡No! ¡Olivier! ¡No!
Olivier! We have to help him!
It's over for him, Igor. Carry on.
¡Malditas! Es un escopetero. Y seguir vivo, hijo puta. hacer. Pero no es tiempo de lamentos, hay que seguir adelante. Y Tatiana me lo echa en cara que me culpa.
Wait here and watch the perimeter. I have to do this alone. Tatiana, finally.
Pretty hot for 60 years old.
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long, but it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy.
¿Qué?
All of us together. Finally, release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help! Die! Igor!
¿Qué?
I don't understand. Oh, fuck!
Reactor, ChernovyLIFE.
What do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out.
Me deja tan... Tengo que más ser concentrado. Boris.
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Chernobylite is the cause of all this. I have to destroy it, once and for all.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo es posible?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
¿Qué? Pues... Eres Boris.
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you decided to betray me. To take Tatiana from me.
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night. April 26, 1986. And took his identity. Good riddance. He was a treacherous piece of shit.
You took it?
¿Le robaste?
The more important question, the question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me, too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study ChernovyLIFE, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow. The ChernovyLIFE no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny, how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the ChernovyLIFE.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
ChernovyLIFE? But the images, the voices...
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of ChernovyLIFE. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way.
Carajo.
Come on, show me the new Igor coming up.
Oh, fuck.
I wish there was another way. Come on, Show me the new and improved Igor Kirilov.
Oh no!
Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you.
¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Qué demonios estás? Aparece.
To make it quick for Tatiana's sake. I wish there was another way.
Sí, la hay si quisieras hablarlo.
You're not strong enough to save Tanya. Only I am.
¡Oh, desgraciado! Uf.
Why did you have to come here and complicate things? I wish there was another way. You're making this too easy, son. Why did you have to come here and complicate things? Enough already. I promised to make it quick for Tatiana's sake. You're making this too easy, son.
Eso.
Give up already. I promised to make it quick for Tatiana's sake.
¡Oh!
This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done. You think you're better than me?
Oh.
I wish there was another way. You're making this too easy, son.
Whoa. Maldita sea.
Things.
Fuck. Ah. Oh. Oh, shit.
Come on, show me the new and improved Igor Kimenia.
Maldita sea. Ah. Justo lo que necesitaba.
Why did you have to come here and complicate things?
Oh. 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 Oh, puta. Ay, creo que son dos.
I want that you hurt her.
Oh. Oh, maldita sea. Sé que tardo mucho en cargar.
I need a force field to defeat you.
¿Qué de... ¡Oliver!
What? You should be dead. Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately.
Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
¿Qué?
What? Where? When?
¿Cuándo?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
Por ti, Oliver. De otra dimensión.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now!
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
Confiar en ti. Confiar en ti.
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you give it to me, you cheap fuck? My life was in your hands, and you let me die.
Lo siento, Oliver. No pensé que acabaría.
Old timer. I always had your back. Why didn't you have mine?
Pero sí lo hice.
Taking care of us was your job. You let me die. You failed.
Pero se supone que sobreviviste. Tú mismo me dijiste que le ibas a sobrevivir.
The eulogy you gave at my funeral was awful. Pure drivel. How can you sleep at night, Mance?
No creí que así pasaría, Tarkatan.
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
You killed Kostia, you motherfucker. My Kostia.
No tengo palabras para decir algo que sí, en verdad yo sé que hice.
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
No te traicioné.
After everything I've done for you, you chose NAR? Burn in hell, you backstabbing little freak!
No lo hice.
Executing an unarmed prisoner like a common thug. I expected more from you, Professor Kaminyuk.
Tú te lo merecías.
This isn't possible. These things can't all have happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You're wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it, happened.
But how? I was going back through the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
Sí, pero sí lo hice.
Time travel, the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred, because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire dimension. It's because you are a part of me, made from the same multi-dimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry. Because of the human need to connect with your progenitor. So, here I am. I am your real mother.
Ahora veo por qué me dicen todo eso. No puede ser. Chasco, Oliver.
Are you ChernovyLIFE?
I am God.
Bullshit. There is no God.
But it's a matter of perspective. To a spider under your boot, you surely are a god. Isn't that so, Igor?
Don't call me that. I'm not... Ah, fuck.
Having a bit of an identity crisis? As a poet once said, the child is the father of the man. The fear that clouds your mind is what makes your situation irreconcilable.
Fear? No. I'm not afraid of...
The fear of discovering there is nothing at the core of your persona but pure chaos. You simultaneously are and are not you. But don't worry, I am about to reveal the truth. After that, it won't matter anymore.
What do you want from me?
Have you ever wondered why, despite your technological sophistication, people so insistently pursue self-destruction? Why destroy your own ecosystem? Why you cannot help but slaughter each other and every other species? Why, over and over again, you sacrifice your own future for short-term gain?
If you're thinking to catch me off guard with your freshman philosophy insights, you've got another thing coming. People are, for the most part, selfish assholes. I don't need an alien entity to tell me this. So what's next? Are you going to propose some kind of new world order to save us all? Am I to be your prophet and help you usher in a comic book utopia?
I never expected you to be so nihilistic, but I suppose it isn't surprising. No, a new world order isn't enough to save you from yourselves. You are fundamentally flawed.
Is that right? And why is that?
Again, it's the fear. Fear of your own existence. Fear of anything strange or other. Fear about the future. I can take it all away. I can help you, as I've helped many other civilizations before.
How?
Your kind can only live in the moment. The future is terrifying to you. It makes you do silly, destructive things. Surely you can see that now. Become my vessel, and I will purify them of fear and weakness. I will remake mankind in my image, burn away the dross in a firestorm the world has never seen. I must reduce everything to ashes so they can be reborn.
That is some insane biblical shit.
If you're scared this will make you feel less special, less of a hero, this is what being a hero is all about. You went on a quest to heal the world, to find a cure. I am the cure. We can banter words for as long as you want. I have plenty of time. But the result is inevitable. You and I are already connected at the core. You cannot exist without me. Struggling against me will only tire you. It will not in the slightest change the outcome. You're like a fish, endlessly swimming the circumference of a wash basin. You want to jump out, but without me, you simply can't. All your science cannot help you. It's time to set aside this futile struggle. Help yourself and the world. Embrace me.
Dios, unirme o no. Después de todo lo que ha pasado, mis compañeros, la realidad de todo esto, supongo que la humanidad no tiene más elección. Todo lo que me he hecho es cierto. Supongo que te veré en la otra vida, Jackie. Fue un placer conocerte. Me and love. Pero no va a ocurrir. Me niego a formar parte de una atrocidad. ¿Quiere que lo haga?
You are defiant, like her. But as I said, we can do this forever. For eternity. I can have you wake back up at your base again and again. In the end, you will always return to me. It is a circle.
A circle? Of course.
Oh, don't get distracted with your theories now. You have no choice. We belong together.
I almost fell for it. But something betrayed you. You omitted one detail, a detail that makes you vulnerable. Me. I'm your only hope, and this also makes me your biggest weakness.
You cannot exist without me. I made you. Everything you are is because of me.
Exacto. Pero ¿y si no existo?
But you also cannot exist in this plane without me. You're no god. You're just a fucking parasite. A freeloader looking for a new host, hoping to get a foothold in a new environment.
Y si no lo tienes.
My mom is no longer a viable option for you. You can't use her anymore. Who knows? Perhaps you never needed her in the first place. And all this was a ruse to bring me back to you.
You don't even know what you are. You have no identity. You don't exist without me. Now obey.
Ni tú tampoco.
Identity. Yes. Perhaps I'm Igor, perhaps I'm Igor's son. Perhaps I'm both. Maybe I'm just a faulty copy of a dead physicist. But it doesn't matter. I make my own choices. And that brings us neatly to my conclusion. As a scientist, I must test this theory before I can confirm or deny it. So watch closely, my love. This is my final experiment. It's time to break the circle and destroy the parasite by denying it a host.
Tenía razón.
The protagonist never returned from the power plant. The ChernovyLIFE vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own past and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. His obsession almost steered him down the dark path of treachery, but in the end, he redeemed himself by helping Igor with his mission. Even though it cost him his life, because he had been a part of something bigger than himself, he was at peace in his final moments. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. For this haunted place will always be a monument to broken heroes with a twisted past. Mikhail's life was always full of violence. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail decided to remain in the zone and join the others in protecting their shared home. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tatiana was what kept him going until the end. In his final moments, he enjoyed a privilege afforded to few men indeed. He had no regrets. He died as he lived, fighting bravely for those closest to him, and that was enough. Tarakon's crusade against the Rat King has reached its conclusion. When he was drawing his final breath, Tarakon was calm in his knowledge that the mission was in good hands. It was now up to his student and protege, Igor Kimunuk, to defeat the evil lurking in the zone. Tarakon wasn't worried. He had prepared the man well, after all. Igor never discovered Tarakon's true identity. Was he a madman? A saint? A spy? Perhaps he was all of these. Perhaps none. But one thing is certain. Tarakon was a true child of Pripyat, and his restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Kozlov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. His experiences made him strong, but also blind to the serendipitous moments which could have placed his life on a different trajectory. And so his death was as empty as his life. General Kozlov spent his final moments consumed with bitterness. If I only had another chance, he said to himself. Alas, that is a privilege afforded to very few. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses eventually got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. In the end, everything he thought he had achieved disintegrated into nothing. He died, and NAR dissolved. Most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery. faced with staggering losses. The shareholders halted all funding.
Y así acabó esta gran historia. Vaya. Con que ese fue el final de todos entonces. Olga sobrevivió. Oliver pues resultó que era otra persona de otro mundo, de otra realidad, pero siempre murió. Rayman murió tranquilo, contento, confiando en mí. Sashka también murió, aunque no dejó en claro cómo murió y en qué momento, pero murió. Parece que los únicos sobrevivientes fueron Mikkel y Olga.